You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Dakota, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. And everyone else, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Alanna.
And we're so excited to get back to Diggy Graves. The first song we did was...
Diggy Graves!
No, you remember the name? It was Straight Jackets and Roses.
Right, sorry.
No, okay. The song we're doing today, though, sounds really interesting. A Toast to the Ghost. And this is the official lyric video, which we love.
Thank you so much, Dakota, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to get back into some Diggy Graves and see what he's all about this time.
Well, since we're here, honey, and it's 2024, and I'm not a ghost, let's have a toast.
If only I wasn't pregnant and it was beer.
You don't like beer.
But it's root beer.
Oh, God. Don't listen to her. She hates beer. All right, here we go.
Screaming.
Yeah, okay, and he always has that mask, doesn't he?
Here's a toast to the night that I drown my pain with the bottle beside me. Here's a toast to the night that I lose my faith and the darkness finds me.
I was feeling just a little bit too holy lately. Had to cut these wings off cause they suffocate me. I really can't stand the thought of losing another baby, but it still rots in this fucked up brain you gave me. I know my little brother lost a battle with addiction. Couldn't you just wait a little longer, lock him up in prison? Selfish I know, but it's not the path that he chose. Overdosing on a drug created to be lethal. I wish I could rewrite the book, I wish it wasn't written. I wish you could give back my family what you took and listen to the prayers I used to sing back when I thought I was a Christian. Now I'm ghost popping champagne in the kitchen.
Here's a toast to the nights that I lose my faith and the darkness finds me.
Wow, this... Oh, no, I gotta let this part
That I
go.
drown my pain with the bottle beside me.
So honest.
Toast to the nights that I lose my way and the darkness guides me. Here's a toast to the night, to the ghosts of my life.
Wow, this is incredible.
Man.
Didn't expect this, y'all. What are you feeling?
This is insane because it is so real. And I know I made a joke at the very beginning of the song, like, because we said cheers, and like, if only this was beer, blah, 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 blah. But the really funny thing about that is, like, I actually had to break up with alcohol,
Right, yeah.
right? Because I was this song.
Yeah,
And
you did, and you did it for your family.
so, like, this is so real. And I love how Diggy Graves is able to tackle these extremely tough topics in such a way where he's even just in one single room. But yet he is so powerful visually
universal.
with these universal lyrics that he's able to have these conversations, and it is insane.
And even us coming from Christians, we get it. We
We
totally
get
get what
it.
he's
Oh
saying
my
there.
God.
It's like, why do you have to let him get addicted and die? Why couldn't you just send him to prison instead and then let him at least get out of his addiction? Then maybe when he comes out, he'd be fine. And just how many people are doing suicide now and everything. It's horrible.
And the amount of times that when you grow up in a church, because having faith is different than being religious. They are two very
100%.
different things. And when you grow up in a religious society, you end up in a position where often the church will deal with everything internally, and they don't even bring child abuse, neglect, alcoholism, even
worst drug of
worse
them all.
things, and they deal with it internally, and they don't actually deal with it externally with the police or with addiction or rehabilitation systems, and it fails so miserably, and you lose a child. Like, damn.
Yeah, and that's we didn't expect it to hit us like this, but I really can see, Dakota, and probably everyone else that's watching this, why Diggy Graves is so impactful for your life. And like you said, these like one films like in one room,
One shot takes.
It's really incredible, and even the way he poured the drink, like you almost see it like building up in blood or something like that as it
It
goes.
looks like blood. It looks like, and it's almost like the wine that you have at communion and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
loving all the black Christmas ornaments. Like this is very much is such a juxtaposition of everything that you would expect going into the new year, especially with the lyrics of the songs. It really is a toast to the ghost.
Yeah, we get it. Well, chatting, we'll get back to it.
I'm not a big believer in this thing you call religion. Cause if there really is a God, then why these children missing? And how come all the people that I love passed from cancer? I gave you 3 prayers that you still have yet to answer. So till the day I lay 6 feet down in my grave, I won't never say hi, never coming back again. I'm good at goodbye, so why don't we just call it quits? Open up that bottle, let that spirit those commands. I wish I could rewrite the book, I wish it wasn't written. I wish you could give back my family what you took, and listen to the prayers I used to sing back when I thought I was a Christian. Now I'm ghost popping champagne in the kitchen. Here's a toast to the nights that I lose my faith and the darkness finds me. Here's a toast to the nights that I drown my pain with the bottle beside me. Yeah. Here's a toast to the nights that I lose my way and the darkness guides me. Here's a toast to the night, to the ghosts in my life.
Wow. Oh, wow, and you see them kind of drain down, level out.
Here's a toast to the nights that I lose my faith and the darkness finds me. Here's a toast to the nights that I drown my pain with the bottle beside me, yeah. Here's a
Nice.
toast to the nights that I lose my way and the darkness guides me. Here's a toast to the night, to the ghosts in my life.
Wow.
Such a real song. That was great.
He has almost perfect pours on every one. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Wow.
Wow.
That's incredible, and I'm not gonna be like Mr. Debbie Downer or anything here. I'm just gonna try to be real here. I think what's sad is after you lose your faith and have these moments, the thing you go to is alcohol. And if you know how dangerous alcohol is for the world, 50% of all murders and people who get murdered are drunk.
Absolutely.
So then the thing we're complaining about is like, why are all these people so bad? Why are everyone making these bad judgment calls, forgetting that probably alcohol had to do with 50% of these things?
Absolutely.
And then we want to replace it with something else externally, not just blaming the people and the choices and the drugs.
Absolutely. The amount of decisions I have made while under the influence of alcohol that I should never have made and never would have made if I wasn't trying to drown my pain.
Yeah.
Literally trying to drown my pain is insane.
But it makes sense. Like, it's hard to
really
confront.
does.
It's such an existential problem that Diggy Graves is talking about here.
Because it's not even just like, is he saying like, back when I thought I was a Christian and then I lost my faith and I asked you for 3 prayers and now I lost my brother, I lost my family, I had to watch these people suffer from addiction, I had to watch everyone I love die from cancer, I had to go through all of this, and it's like, it's not even, why wouldn't you intervene? And it's it comes to such a point where it's like, I am in so much pain that I need to be able to take the edge off, because I don't even know how I can continue existing, because not only is the pain that I'm feeling from these physical, like external physical things that I'm experiencing, but now internally on a spiritual level, I feel like everything, my entire reality has been ripped apart and taken away from me, and now I have this constant conflict that I have to try and comprehend.
Yeah.
And I know for myself, because I was raised in the church, I left the church, I went back to the church, I left the church again, and so
You've
like
been around.
I've been around. So like I get that existential internal pain, that tearing of the heart that Diggy Graves has gone through himself.
Especially
know.
those wings that he said he had
He had
to
to
clip to take
clip
away
them
from
off.
that pressure you feel.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, if I go through this pain again, are you trying to tell me I can't numb it? Like, no, you have to experience everything as it is. It's like, well, like maybe there's a reason why alcohol exists as well, because maybe there are some benefits to suppressing some of your dark thoughts. It's just, it's a hard thing to play with. If I know for me, I always loved alcohol. It was what happened to me the next day that caused me to never keep it up, but that would have been my drug of choice if it didn't damage me so bad the next day.
I remember watching my one of my younger brothers going through an insane coke addiction.
Okay.
And what he went through with that and everything that happened with that. And luckily, he didn't succumb to the addiction. He did end up finding the strength within himself, regardless of the people around him, to be able to overcome that. But in his own words, he said quitting smoking was more difficult than quitting coke. And he still smokes to this day. He's like, because I can't, to him, he's like, the addiction of smoking, the addiction of alcohol, he could kick it all, but the one that he couldn't was the smoking. It was the only thing that allowed him to keep the edge off just enough to be able to maintain and continue going forward
And
with
to
his
not
life.
grab that alcohol.
And not to grab the alcohol, not to grab the other drugs, not to go after that. So, like, it's insane what people go through and where they are at in their lives. Like,
yeah, and I'm not here to bash anyone who drinks themselves, because I have my own substance that I use to help myself through my dark times or whatever I want to times as well. So like, we all have our things that get us through these times, and we all have had those moments of like, where are you, God? Why are you so arbitrary? How come it's raining on the good and the bad? Like, shouldn't it only be raining on the good? It's like just the bad?
My family, my brother, my mother, my grandmother, they've done everything, and yet here you are just like shitting on everyone.
Yeah.
So like, and now they have cancer. What the fuck is this? So like, this is
We didn't expect to have this type of a talk after this.
I love this song.
Yes.
The last two songs that we've heard from Diggy Graves have been extremely beautiful, even with the existentialism that they are tackling.
I agree.
And I think that this artist, I'm not sure when this artist came out. I'm not sure like a lot of the information behind this artist, but this is someone who I can really relate to on a personal level, who I think should really be out there for the masses, because it opens up those conversations. It opens up that heart. Like, it literally brought me to tears, and it's a guy rapping in a Jason mask. Like, mask. This is and even
right.
right. So like, it's also the comedy behind it. And when you go through these moments in life, like, I literally made a joke about root beer, but then I gave you some information about my life, but you need to have that dark humor about the beer or the root beer to be able to get past those things. And I think Diggy Graves is someone who has that dark humor and is able to put out that comedy in such a correct way while still touching the soul of everyone who is listening to him.
He didn't take a sip, y'all. He poured it.
Remember
that.
But he didn't take a sip.
Sometimes it's just the pouring that maybe you need to do.
Yeah.
And then just move away from it after the pouring. Maybe you just need to light the cigarette and then drop it.
When I was quitting smoking, the amount of times I just had to flick the lighter, but not light anything.
Yeah, so I mean, that's also what I thought was cool, because at the end, he didn't drink any of it. Obviously, he's got the mask and would have done something cool, but like,
absolutely,
I thought that also was a cool thing to have at the end, where I didn't feel as bad.
And he walked away.
Yeah, that's why I kind of brought up, like, hey, like, just remember what alcohol actually is doing to the world before we're wanting to tell everyone to use that as your suppression only. But this has been a long time talking. Yes. We enjoyed this one. Thank you all for still being here. If you have made it this far, Dakota, thank you so much, because we know you have another one coming down the rabbit hole for us. We can't wait to see it this month, so stay tuned, y'all. Definitely hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next Diggy Graves come down the rabbit hole, because now we're going out of the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Dakota. Diggy Graves has become one of my new favorites just because of everything that he is about. Chronicans, thank you for being here with us. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
You are now exiting Enter the Chronic's rabbit hole.
Thanks for your participation.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and put on notifications. We will see you all next time.
Stay tuned, tell your friends about us, and God bless.
Hey guys, thank you much for making it this far in the video. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe right here. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, remember, it is right here. And if you're excited to see another video that we think you might like, click here.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for making it this far. We love you so much.